Hi everyone, my name is Mehdi Alawi Ismaili. I work as the director of finance for a multi-brand and fast food company. As such, I work closely with the leadership team on everything from cash flow to financial reporting, payroll, vendor payment, and so on. So, as I'm deeply involved in the operational as well as the financial side, uh, I often think, what will I do if I was the owner? So the first point I want to talk about is the streamlining of financial infrastructure and reducing the amount of bank accounts that we have. Yeah. So as we have multiple entities, the way we set right now, we maintain over 100 bank accounts for different purposes, for different entities. Sometimes for each location has a separate bank account. So for this structure, it may make sense in the past when we had those many entities, but for now we went through recent dissolution as well as some bankruptcies. So it doesn't make sense to maintain all those bank accounts. There are many problems linked to having uh, those many bank accounts. First, the bank fees alone, they add up to thousands of dollars every month. Second, the reconciliation workload for our accounting team is out of this world. Like, it's too much. It takes time to track transactions. It's a nightmare to balance account and to fix the intercompany and figure out, like who loaned what to who, and how much is that amount and who still owes something. And also with those many accounts, it's really hard to make real-time cash decision uh, or quickly understand our liquidity position across businesses. So the way we set right now, if I was the owner, I would target, like to have 10 or 12 bank accounts, and that's it. Of course, like, this is in theory. In real life, we have some other limitations. Uh, there is no bank that's within a driving distance from all the locations that we have. That's one of the reasons why we ended up with more than 100 bank account. But still, like, we need to compromise and, like, reduce the amount of bank account, even if instead of our operational managers having to drive 5 miles, they might have to drive 15 miles if we're going to end up with three different banks. Second point is to invest more aggressively in automation and technology. Just as an example, recently we switched our payroll company. We hired a company named Simply. We used their ERP system. We went live on the previous payroll. The way it was sold to us, it was fully automatic. You just click on a button and that's it. It's done. But however, like, during the first payroll test, we had many issues regarding tax calculation, incomplete data import, misconfigured workflows, and those glitches can have a lot of consequences, and like delayed paychecks, compliance violation, and employee trust, especially in the environment in which we are right now. A delayed payroll can have, like, we can get many employees quit on us thinking that we're going under or something like that. So if I was the owner, I will take a more hands-on approach in making sure that this implementation is fully optimized, meaning building internal control, data validation checkpoint, audit logs, and a workflow so that we avoid all those type of issues. Lastly, the other issue I want to talk about is strengthening brand consistency and store level execution. As said earlier, we have different brands within the company. We have unique challenges for each brand. Each one of them has its own identity, menu, customer expectation, and even sometimes within the same brand, we see inconsistency in the experience, in speed of service, food quality, cleanliness, and even pricing. And that explains why we see such a big difference in profitability, even within the same brand across stores. Uh, if I was the owner, I would lead a company-wide initiative to reinforce brand standard and store-level execution, which will include conducting brand audit to evaluate consistency in signage, menu, service protocol, and cleanliness, rolling out refreshed standard operating procedure across all locations, investing in ongoing staffing training with a focus on service, hospitality, and operational excellence, and using mystery shoppers and internal audits to track performance over time. So to wrap up, if I was the owner of the company, I would focus on three main areas: consolidating and simplifying our banking infrastructure, investing more intentionally in automation and technology, and elevating brand consistency across all our stores. And that's about it. Thank you all.